All right, I would like to go through a list of enablers of the people accusing Marilyn Manson for abuse. And the first one is Corey Feldman. He is not a credible source. He claims Marilyn Manson is obsessed with him, and why would Marilyn Manson be obsessed with him? He's also paranoid. He thinks that when he was using Marilyn Manson's staff, or he claims to anyway, that was somehow some thought out scheme from Marilyn Manson's part. It's so ridiculous, right? Then we have Jenna Jameson, who stopped dating Manson because he had some things he talked about verbally that she didn't like, and that's good. She's not being a victim. She's the right type of woman for sure. But to come now later and slander him just because he uttered some words that is taken out of context that's not being an abuse victim. So she's the enabler number 2 of the main accusers. Now, enabler number 3 is the person who claims he violently kissed her when she was 16 and she was hanging out on Marilyn Manson's tour bus. Yeah. And enabler number 5 is Marilyn Manson's record company and his managers, who enables boycotting of an innocent man by cutting ties with him the same day somebody tweets something about him that is so obviously untrue. Yeah. Around narcissistic abusers, there are flying monkeys, there are enablers. So always remember that. If somebody's being attacked by a whole group of people, that's organized with an agenda, and that's also connected to the violent abuser Amber Heard that Johnny Depp had to deal with, then that's no coincidence. And Evan Rachel Woods is connected to Amber Heard. They are friends. And as long as she doesn't take a stand against Amber Heard, she's not credible as a witness. And if you look at her testimony, which they have added like heartfelt music to, you realize how much she exaggerates, how much she lies, and how insane she is to push a directive to have longer time is a very important cause, and that means something for real victims. But for her to do something like that just to push her own revenge on her boyfriend that she obviously didn't care enough about to work through the differences and make the engagement a marriage, well, that just kind of shows what kind of credibility she has. Then we have Esme Bianco, which I talked about before, and why she's not credible is becoming more and more clear. I think the most damning thing was when you realize that the picture she has posted, number 1 isn't from a police station or police report, and number 2 isn't showing whip marks, it's showing rope marks. And for somebody to have rope marks from being tied up during a music video or sexual intercourse with Marilyn Manson, that is not trafficking. It's not. You got you a green card, you got one of the biggest roles of your life, and now you claim trafficking. I mean, that's gonna be thrown out as well. I can't imagine why any serious lawyer would ask her to go with that directive. But lawyers aren't always serious. There are a lot of ones that are just pushing lies to make money for their clients. And I've also been in contact at times, since I believed in this crap at first, with people that are acquaintances of the accusers. And the narrative that seems to be pushed even through them is the narrative that Marilyn Manson hacks people's social media accounts and downloads spyware onto their phones. And I think that's the next thing to be debunked by somebody, since I think that's total bullshit as well, that he would do that. So, sure, Marilyn Manson has a temper. He has mental illness. He can have a big mouth sometimes and be a bit threatening. But a dangerous sexual predator, Marilyn Manson is not. He is innocent of these claims.